Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Mondays with Maybay. I am the one and only Jeannie May. And on this week's episode, I kind of wanted to retouch on living your purpose and how important it is to take that leap of faith and do what God has put on your heart and has called you to do. As someone that struggled for a long time not knowing her place in this world and not knowing just how important it was to actually do what your heart was pushing you to do. I got into modeling when I was 14. I got scouted by IMD Model Management, and I absolutely loved it. I absolutely loved it because my entire childhood, all I have ever heard was that I could never do it. I was never pretty enough. I was never going to be good enough. I would never amount to crap my entire life. I was a waste of space. I battled depression and mental health for a long time because adults had told me all these negative things about myself, and so I started to believe it. Well, when I was 14, I had the opportunity to make a change, and I did. I ended up signing with IMD, and I went through all kinds of different model classes, coaching, and courses. And I know a lot of you are like, it's just modeling, you just stand there. You don't, okay? There's a lot more to it than just standing there. But I went through a lot of different courses, and it was probably the best experience of my life because it gave me a sense of self-respect, and it made me realize that things that you want require hard work. And so I did that for about 5 years. I was going through all of these different classes. I was getting sent out to casting calls. I was doing all these different things, okay? And then with that, I was still working a full-time job and going to school to pay for my house. I worked all throughout high school. I had 2 different jobs. And then I ended up taking a career path in the medical industry. I went to college, took a career path in the medical industry while still modeling on the side, all part-time, of course, and decided that wasn't the path for me. So right after I had my son, I ended up switching paths and got into construction while still modeling on the side. I did construction for almost 5 years, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I was a project manager for a construction company, and I loved it, but my heart wasn't in it. I was still making time for modeling. I was still taking time off for modeling. I was still leaving on weekends for modeling. And so one day I sat down with my boss and we talked about things and came to this decision that working in construction was not what best suited me. It's not where my heart was at. It's not what I wanted. So I left. And when I left, I decided to focus full time on modeling. And I decided to change direction. So before, I was trying to get my name out there. When I left IMD, I did the kind of modeling that got attention. I did lingerie modeling. I did tattoo modeling. I did advertisement modeling. And I hate to say it, but sex sells. And no, I'm not saying I was having sex or doing naked photo shoots or anything like that, in case I get that out of your head. But what I'm saying is I was dressing provocatively. I was nonetheless selling my body, in a sense, for fame. And I had a large following. A lot of people knew me because of it. But internally, I wasn't happy doing that. I lost my voice. I lost who I was. And so when I decided to take it full time, I decided to rebrand myself. I took it as an opportunity to focus on what I wanted to do. And I wanted to model. I wanted to use my beauty that God gave me and my voice. And I wanted to make an impact in the industry. So I decided right then and there that I was done being a lingerie tattoo model. And I struggled with it. I struggled with it for a while because I wasn't getting the numbers that I used to get. And So I'd kind of dabble back in it, right? 1 foot in, 1 foot out, as people would say. And then I still wasn't happy. So then once I started to gain confidence in myself, I completely took a step back and I realized that I didn't care about the likes. I didn't care about the numbers. I didn't care about the image that other people wanted out of me. I cared about me and I cared about what was in my heart. And I cared about showing that you can be beautiful without taking your clothes off. I cared about having a higher class of self-respect and self-worth because I know my worth. It's taken me a long time to get here, but I can finally confidently say that I know my worth. It took me a while to realize where I was valued, though. And now, here I am, almost 28 years old, and I can say that I know where I'm valued. So, what I'm telling you is I believe that it was my purpose to use my gift, my talent, if you will, for the greater good of others. See, 90% of you follow me on social media because you like the way I look. Some of you follow me because I'm relatable. But the majority of you guys follow me because I'm a real person, because God gave me this gift and I'm sharing it with you guys. I'm articulate, I'm pretty, I'm like to think I'm funny, I have a good personality, but God gave me all of these things that I can share with you. I've been through a lot in life. I have not had a perfect life. I've struggled with foster care system. I've put my own mom in prison. I've struggled with mental health. I've beat a lot of things in life, and um, one thing that I've struggled with is a terminal illness, and I feel like even through all of that, that I've been able to keep a positive outlook and I've been able to share my voice with you guys. And the one thing that I can say is through all of these trials and tribulations has been God. And every single time I step away from my purpose, He gives me another path back to it. And every single time, as much as I want to say, I'm done modeling, I'm done this, I'm done that, this is my purpose in life, is to use my platform to reach others, which is exactly what I'm doing here today. This is the exact reason I started Maybe Mondays with Maybe, is because yes, I'm a successful model. Yes, I'm a published model. Yes, I'm a model coach. And I can proudly announce that I am now producing and directing my own series of fashion shows. So yes, I like to think of myself as successful. I'd like to think of myself as a driven individual. But none of this would be possible without God, without His guidance, and without listening. It's as simple as that. Is when God gives you a gift, using it and sharing it with the world, not keeping it locked up behind closed doors because you're afraid of what other people are going to think. You can't care about what your family is going to think, what your friends are going to think, the image you're going to have on social media. If I cared about all that, I would not be where I'm at today, okay? A lot of people are like, Jeannie, holy cow, you've like done a lot since high school. How? Like, God. Literally God. I wouldn't have the life I have today if it wasn't for God. And I just want to encourage you. I know today's podcast is going to be a little bit shorter because I'm on the run today, okay? My fashion show is this weekend in Klamath Falls, Oregon at Yesterday's Plaza, 7:30 p.m. on Saturday, May 6th, if you guys want to come. But it's been hectic. As my first fashion show, it's been a little hectic, so I'm on the run today. But I just wanted to retouch on purpose and give you the confidence you need to just believe in yourself first and foremost. And when you I felt like my purpose was helping others, okay? I still feel like that's my purpose. I'm helping others through modeling. Yes, it might seem benign to some people, but I am helping others restore their self-worth and find where they are valued. And for me, as a woman who has struggled so much with that, I can literally see me making a difference in other women's lives and other men's lives. And that's all I've ever wanted to do, is just make a difference and leave behind a legacy, a kind legacy, where someone can stand up and say, Jeannie helped others. Jeannie helped me. That's all I want. Literally just to help someone. And I believe that's my purpose, which is why I'm using my voice, which is why I believe God put me through all of the trials and tribulations that he's put me through, because I'm not shy and I will stand up and say, I'm Jeannie May and here's my voice. But I want to encourage you guys. When you feel like you are on a path, you may not know what it's going to look like, right? I knew my end goal was going to be helping others. I didn't know how to get there. I just knew I wanted to help others. So I went the medical route. Didn't work out. So then I went construction, thinking I could help others by helping them build their dream building or a house or whatever, right? Didn't work out. So then I went back to my roots, and I went back to what I was good at, and I went back to my gift. And when I went back to my gift, everything prospered. When I believed in it, everything prospered. So I want to encourage you. If you know you love something, okay, you know you want to do this with your life, take the stepping stones to get there. If you are so good at art, but you don't know how to tie it into your goal, sit down and reevaluate it and figure out what you can do to get there. Or it's a little noisy. Like I said, I'm on the go and I'm trying to like throw this all together really fast. And no, I'm not even like, yeah. Anyways. But I just want to encourage you guys, okay, that when you feel like you're on the wrong path, take a step back and say, God, here's my life. Help me get back on track, man. I lost the path, okay? And he will. I love you guys. I hope you have a great week. And again, my fashion show is this weekend. If you guys want to come, you're more than welcome to. It's here in Klamath Falls, Oregon at Yesterday's Plaza. So I'm going to leave you short and sweet. Hope you have a great week.